Hey everybody, this is Jerry Collette here to give you some more at-home fitness tips to keep you motivated, keep you healthy during this time. So the good thing that I was seeing, kind of the silver lining of what's going on with everybody having to stay out of the gym and train more at home, is the silver lining for me as a coach is more people are now on their own 2 feet training. They're using dumbbells or bands or whatever they have around the house to train, and they're off the machines, they're off the bench press, they're off the shoulder press machine. And as a coach, that is a great thing because now you're moving your body the way it is intended to be moved. And that's on your own 2 feet, using your own body as your own machine, okay? So the one thing that I want you to try to include in your training just about every day is some foundational movements that we need every day. And I'm gonna go through each one of those. And those movements are a squat, a push, a pull, a hinge, a lunge, and a carry. You can also throw in rotation there in there as well. But these are kind of your foundational movements. So when you're doing your training at home, if you're still doing the traditional bodybuilding style, back, bis, chest, tris, legs, shoulders, if you have 6 days a week to train and you are training for just aesthetics, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a great, you can continue to do that. But if you want to train to be more functional and, maximize your time training at home, kind of train the body as a whole and try to get all these movements in every training session that you do. So kind of just train the body as one piece. So I'm going to go over a quick workout of what you can do at home, and this is just an example. You can use your imagination. You basically don't want to repeat the exact same movements every single time that you train. You want to make sure to kind of mix it up, and there is a plethora of exercises that you can do to continue to mix that up. Today I'm going to be using a kettlebell, and I'll go into more depth of kettlebells, everything that you can do with a kettlebell in another video. But kettlebells, if you have a kettlebell, if you have a dumbbell, if you have any type of weighted implement that's anywhere from 20 to 40 pounds that you can move, you can utilize. So today I'm going to use a kettlebell. It's a great training tool that you can do your entire body with. So I'm going to go through each one of these movements and then give you some scaling options. All right, so we're going to start with the squat. So with the squat, you can do it on your own 2 feet. Just make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, facing straight ahead. You want to rotate those knees out as you are squatting. I kind of use my thumbs, get that booty below the crease of the knee, bring it back under control. Okay, so when you go into your push, the almighty is the push-up. It's a great exercise. It hits the lats, hits the shoulders, hits the triceps, hits the core, hits the chest. Let's say you cannot do a push-up from the ground. A lot of people go down to a knees down push-up. What I'd recommend, instead of doing a knees down, which actually takes a lot of the core out of it, is actually do more of an elevated push-up. So I'm going to show you a scaling option today. I got 2 solid chairs that are not going to move on me. So make sure you have 2 flat, solid chairs that you can put your hands on that you're not going to tip or they're not going to slide. You're still going to be able to stay in that shoulder to ankle position, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, shoulder, body position, and you're going to be challenging that core like a traditional push-up. So what you're going to do is sit up on 2 chairs. You want to rotate those elbows in, engage those lats, bring that chest down in between those thumbs, keeping that body nice and straight, keeping your head in line with your spine. That's a great way to modify your push-up. You can use a bench. You can use 2 chairs. You can use anything that elevates you up if you cannot do a traditional push-up. You can do traditional push-ups, hit the ground, knock them out. A pull, so this is going to be a hard part. So if you have bands, you can do all kinds of pulls. If you don't have bands, a trusty kettlebell or dumbbell. You can do a split stance row, just right here, squeeze shoulder blade, bring it back, just like so. You want to make it nice and fluid. Focus on bringing that shoulder blade back first. If you have 2 kettlebells or 2 dumbbells, you can just go into a bent row, knock it like that. Again, bands, you can do vertical as well as horizontal, so bands are great. But if you have a dumbbell or kettlebell, those are great as well. A hinge, so working those glutes, hamstrings, low back, upper back, a simple RDL, Romanian deadlift. So you want to take your kettlebell, squeeze those shoulder blades back, push those hips back like you're taking a bow, keep head in line with spine, bring it back under control. From the side, keep a good natural orthogonal curve, drive those hips back, feel the hamstring stretch, Bring it back up, squeeze the butt, come up to a standing position. You can also do a kettlebell swing if you're familiar with that. You can also do a kettlebell swing with a single dumbbell. Just grab one hand of the dumbbell, swing it up just like you do a kettlebell swing. If you're not familiar with the swing, definitely want to get a little bit of coaching on that before attempting it. There is some technique to it. With the RDL, the main thing you want to focus on is hinging, pushing your hips back, keeping that good lordotic curve, keeping head in line with the spine. All right? So a lunge. You can do a forward lunge, coming down, coming back under control. Sometimes that gives people a little bit of knee pain. So what I recommend for people is actually a rear lunge, keeping that chest up, bring it back under control. It takes a lot of that pressure out of that front knee. You can do a rear lunge, do a forward lunge. You can actually do a side lunge. So working those glutes in a little bit different way. And then a carry. Back to the kettlebell. You can do a suitcase carry. If you have two kettlebells, you can do a farmer's carry. You can do a rack hole carry. You can do an overhead carry. You can do a goblet carry. You can grab your kid, walk around with your kid, any type of carry. Any mom or dad out there that has carried their kid for X amount of time, you know it is a little bit taxing. And then rotation, bands are great right here. You can do simple cross rotations. You can almost do wood chops, reverse wood chops. So any type of rotational movement, bands are great for that. If you're going to be using a weight, don't go too heavy. And you want to control the swing, come back under control. So rotation is also good. So to put this all together, you can do this as an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in a designated amount of time. Do 10 reps of each. Set a time clock for 10, 20, 30 minutes and see how many rounds you can get through it non-stop. You can designate if you want to just keep rounds. You can go 4 rounds. You can do 15 reps of each exercise, and that's like a total body workout. So you kind of use your imagination on what you want to do. You can do ascending ladders or descending ladders. So, 10 to 1 or 1 to 10 or 1 to 20. If you do 1 to 20 of all these exercises, that's one heck of a workout. You can do all of this, and you want to get some cardio in there, jump rope in between at the end of each circuit, or go for a run. If you have a Concept 2 rower or a bike at the house, throw some bike intervals or row intervals in that, so you can get a total body. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via Facebook, or you can also email me, Jerry at augolfclub.com. You guys stay healthy, stay in shape.